Hello and welcome back to yet another episode of Star Technology. I am Towkn, and it has actually been quite a while, and I'm sure you've noticed there has been a very slow outroll of videos because of stuff. Yeah. Not much detail for that, really, but all I can say is I started back at my other job, and it has been beating the hell out of me, so I've been lazy. Yeah. Anyways, let's get back into this. What else have we done with this so far? So last time, we remember we did some stuff. You might see a little bit of stuff different in the background there, right? So I went ahead and moved our ore washing factory thing over to here and connected up water to it directly so I don't have to feed water in. Then we got this here, which has our ores and stuff, and then they go over and they come out into this chest right here, which right now gives us both gold, the dust, and whatever other dust. Like right now, this one's giving magnetite and gold. I got this thing running right now because this thing goes into here, and this here, as you can see, that now has full power. I went ahead and made the redstone flux cell so I could get a bunch of power stored up so that we could possibly, like, it's connected from there to there as well. So if this does actually turn off, because like right now it's only on because I put more charcoal in there, but if it turns off, then this will still have power and we could keep doing more stuff. Because yeah, we need to do some stuff. You could also see over here, we got this belt that goes off of here, goes down, comes over, goes up, goes down to here, and we have this that we added an output hatch here so that it can go up and into here to drop down here. We got a brass funnel here for inputting. And if we come over here, basically that'll go up, that'll put the latex into the bucket. The bucket then gets picked up by this and gets put into this brass funnel right here. And we have the filter bucket with the latex or whatever on there. Otherwise, cause I tried to get it to where it just went straight into the crafter, but it didn't work quite that well. So I put a brass funnel with a thing. So now it filters. It'll only input in here, and then it'll go up into here, where it will then craft our 3 tiny rubber and output the bucket back onto this depot, which we'll then pick up and place into this brass funnel that's over here. As you can see, watch it here, go boom, that makes that goes like that. You can see the bucket comes out, puts the bucket into here, and puts it back up there. That is so that we can keep getting rubber. I put this right here just so that, the output would have somewhere to go on that. Didn't really need to, I just did for why not. This here, I've been using it to kind of just slowly add some more stuff. And yeah, let's go back here, where you could see I now have this low pressure steam alloy thing to be able to do some stuff with. Along with that, this is going into there, and yeah. We do have some mud in here for no real reason. But we also went ahead and made the second one of these like we saw last time in order to be able to get these whatever Towkn spores or whatever, so that we can come over here and throw them down here and get some more of that resin stuff. As you can see, we do have well over 2,000 trees and sticks and stuff now, because they're way over flooding this whole area. I almost feel like I need to build another one of these filter box things over here somewhere. I'm gonna go like this real quick as well. And place that torch right there to kind of melt that snow. But I'm thinking what I could do is possibly put another one of these portable storage interfaces over there and get another smart chute, or get another smart chute, put a filter on it for the other three things, the sticks and the saplings. Oh no, the saplings we definitely wanted to keep. Of course, it would get more as it does it, but then yeah, but at least for the sticks and the, I don't know, maybe, who knows. Might do that, make a filter so it could actually just drop off everything else into a bigger chest or something. We cleaned up over here. I built this out here, put the bed right there, and I made the exchange gadget as well, and got rid of a bunch of our diorite for grass. Because honestly, I do like the grass. Diorite's nice, but grass is better, and at some point, I will get a lot more so we can get this. And to do that, I think what I want to do is make a bamboo farm, which I believe, actually I don't remember if I could do a bamboo farm inside of this large farm or not. Let's see if I can. Large farm is up here, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. So if I press U on that and we click on this, was bamboo. Bamboo is an option. Okay, so if we get 8 bamboo, we'll have a way to get bamboo. And it requires daytime to work, which is something else I did. I went ahead and used up all of my tokens that I had, right? Used up all my tokens, went ahead and bought the daylight cycle thing and made it so it's permanently day, and the weather cycle thing, made it so it no longer rains or snows, and so on and so forth. Yeah. So we did that, and yeah. I also went ahead and spent a lot of time collecting a bunch of other stuff up while stuff was being made and all that stuff, so that we could kind of just jump straight past 2 of the next quests, kind of. I mean, we will still need to do more with them, but I can now click on this to make our LV electric piston, and we could click on this. We could click on this to make our LV electric pump, which will give us 2 quests right away inside of here. One which gives us this one, which is another coin, and one which gives us this one, which is again another coin. But with the piston, we could work towards where we need to go, up towards this way here, the Certus quartz and all that stuff, which is I think one of the biggest things we need to do. We need to work on getting, I believe, the mechanical sieve controller, because I believe we need this so that we can start sieving stuff, or sieving, whatever we call it, better. And then we need to work towards getting this electric blast furnace as well, to be able to get some of this other stuff, and so on. But I believe this is one of the biggest things. Pesca. No, mesh enchants do not impact performance. Okay, so the mesh impacts, so yeah, stuff. So we would need 2 more, or another motor and stuff like that to get that and all this stuff. But before we even get to there, we need to make this robotic arm, which I believe this robotic arm, actually, I thought it needed 2 pistons for some reason. Wait. That's weird. I thought I saw something up in the sky right there. If we go here and we click on this, or hover over this, we can see we need 2 more steel rods. So we go like this and go 1, 2 for steel rods. Of course, I believe we need some steel. No, we don't. We go like this and go 1. We need some more iron rods. We'll go like that. And get some more iron rods so that we can make a second motor. That actually lets us make our robotic arm. Limit items to specific quantities as cover. I don't know what that means. But we could get that, which will give us this quest here. But I do believe, oh yeah, the basic assembler. We need 2 arms, and we will need 2 belts. So yeah. So if we go in here, again, hover over this, we're going to need some more. We're going to need another one of these, which means we need more of these. So we'll go in here, make a couple of those. Hover over top of this, so we click on this. We're going to need more tin wire. So we'll go like that. And we'll go like this, and we'll get some more tin wire, like so. There we go. And then we need some more steel rods, and we're going to need quite a few of these, I believe. So let's just go ahead, make 20 of those. And then we're going to need some steel gears. So let's go ahead, make 3 of those. There we go. So that'll give us another one of these, which will let us get another one of those. Perfect. Perfect. Now, we need 2 of these. And I believe we want to do these with rubber sheets because we don't have these other ones yet. So if I click on this, click A there. Go back here and we click on this. We can click here. And I believe, according to this, we don't have enough to craft. I'm not sure. I believe it's the motors, but yeah, it's definitely the motors because we only have 1. So I'm going to need to make 3 more motors real quick. Okay, and 3 more motors. So 1, 2. Ran out of iron rods. We'll make some more of those. There we go. And there we go. Perfect. Now if I click on that, we just need the tin wire again, sadly. But that'll let us make 1 and 2. Perfect. Then if we click on here, we click on the basic assembler, click on that. And then I'm pretty sure we need to make just the, well, it's mainly just the thing, but we need more tin wire. Again, so let's go back in here, click on here. I'll just press A on that. Go ahead, do that. And we don't really have a lot of rubber sheets left. But if I go like that, and we just make, I'll just say 12 for now. Then the only thing we're missing is our machine haul, which we do have right here, which we click this, we click this. There we go. Low voltage machine haul. Basic assembler. Yay. And then we will take a tin cable out, even though we really don't need to, because I can just bring it over here and put it right there, and that will get power like so. But now we have a basic assembler, which means we could put stuff in here to craft stuff in here, right? So, yeah. But I don't think we really need to worry too much about that for right now. Unless this thing here, LV hatch, machine haul, tin cable, and a low voltage coil. Let's see what we need for this low voltage coil real quick. So we'll go over here. Low volt. low voltage coil. So this is made in the assembler, so we will need the assembler. Okay. So we need fine steel wire, which we get from that, So that's going to be, we needed 16 of it, so we'll get 16 of this. Then we could press U from that, throw that in there. There we go. So that's a 16 fine wire. And then we just need one magnetic rod, which means we need another rod to make magnetic real quick. So we could do that. Run this over here. Throw the magnetic rod, or the rod in there to magnetize it. Come in here. If we click this, then this uses 1. So if we go to this and click this, then we throw in our magnetic rod and our wire. That will now assemble. Wow, that is using up power really, really fast. Hopefully it uses, okay, good. Okay, so this thing doesn't actually seem to transfer power into here, it looks like, from what I could tell. And I can't use that to get power out of there, so who knows. But either way, there's that. Which is all we needed, just one of those for the low voltage hatch. Now if we come over here, is it up here? I don't remember what it's actually called. It's what we were trying to make, LV energy hatch. So if we go here, just press A there to get it over there. Come here, click this. We need one more of these, which means we need this. We also need the wrought iron plates, which I don't know. Looks like we don't have any, so let's go ahead and make some wrought iron. Speaking of wrought iron, I looked at the steel again and noticed that, yes, I could just use iron. I don't need to make wrought iron to make steel. So that was kind of a big waste of time last time when I did it. Okay, well, we'll just go like this and get our stack of wrought iron that we will just turn into plates. There we go. Okay, we'll then go ahead. I'm somehow missing one somewhere. There it is, I see it. Okay, so we'll go like this, and we'll make 2 stacks, and we'll put it down right here, like so, because that's still the better way to do it. It's 1 for 1, whereas if we did it in the other thing, it's 3 for 2, which means we lose 1 every time we do it. But with that, doing that, we could do that and then come back. And I believe our chests are almost full, actually. So I'm going to go like this real quick. And make 2 more. That I'll put right there. And now we have 66 free slots. Okay, then we'll come over here. And collect the wrought iron that we need to make our low voltage hatch or hull. And then we can make our low voltage hatch, which provides energy to multi-blocks. Perfect. Okay, with energy hatches, you now have the power, or you can now power massive machines to your bidding. Okay, perfect. Yeah, okay, so now what we do is we come over here. And I think basically what it's saying is, like, if I wanted power to this, I could put the, if it took power, I could put it on there and then power it up. Anyways, I think now that we have it, we could get this thing here. which is going to require some stuff. So let's go ahead and make some stuff. So if we hover over it, we need 3 of these, which means we're going to need some more of these magnetized. So let's go ahead, just magnetize, I guess, 6 of them for now because we ran out of a thing. But we could do that. I believe we only actually need 3 for the thing, but we'll go ahead and make 6 of them. Come back over here, click on this, go like that. And then find the motor, or we click here, throw those in there. And that in there, and go 1, 2, and we ran out of more tin cable, which kind of sucks. Where do we have sulfur? We should have some sulfur in here. We don't have a lot of sulfur anymore, though, sadly. But if I come over here, we go over here to this, right? I could take out that. We could bring it up here, throw that all in there, and throw that in there. Grab out a charcoal, put it right here, and flint and steel to light it to get more sulfur dust. With more or not sulfur dust, but more cured rubber that we could turn into yeah. So I gave us 30, so we could turn that into more whatchamacallits. So we come over here then. Press U on this. Press A on this. There we go. Now I don't have to keep looking it up. We can just go like that. And let's just make some of those. Okay, there we go. And then we click here to make a 3rd one of those that we need. Yes, we need to make 1 of these. There we go. And then we need 2 of these. So 1, 2. And then we need a machine haul. So we'll click on here. Nope, didn't want that. Go like this and make that. Like so. And then with that, we now just need the, I think any of them will work. We could just make ourselves an oak one real quick. To then click this. And boom, there we go. We now have that optional quest done. Of course, that does, I believe, give us, so we go here. No, so this here's different things for different other things, which I completely forget about looking at all the time to be able to figure out how to get some of this other stuff. But I don't think we can get to it yet anyway, so yeah. Let's go ahead, grab our rubber sheets. Throw them in there, and then if we click on this, not this, if we go back to this, and we press U on this, we can see what all we actually need for this. So we're going to need some treated wood frames, the hatches, and treated wood reinforced mesh, and treated wood reinforced casings. Okay. That seemed easy enough. And then, of course, the energy hatch and anything else like that. Okay. However, there was a thing I was looking at as well. We go in here and go to quality of life. There's this terminal, which will automatically build any multi-block if we put it in there. So we need some wrought iron plates and some wrought iron screws. Well, sadly, I don't think we could do the wrought iron screws because we turned all of our wrought iron into plates. So let's go ahead and make some more real quick. It's a good thing it doesn't take super long for that to happen, but then we can come over here. We need the file, which I don't know if we even have another file. It does not look like we do. So if I go to this and we click here, when we click this and we find, can we just do one out of invar then? We could go like this, because we got some invar. So let's just go like that, right? And then we could put a stick there. Because invar has a couple more uses than iron does. But we go like that. And we're just going to go ahead and turn them all into that. Then we go here, grab our saw, turn them all into that. And then I believe it said we needed screws. Oh, wait, I was like, why isn't that working? Because it's that. So I am going to go ahead and leave 4 of them not screws, just in case. Okay, so then we go like this. Go like this terminal. We just need a book, a redstone, and glass pane. So if we go like that, we'll get our glass pane. And if we press U on this and scroll through here, I think we have basically everything else we need, right? Just, okay, no, never mind. Redstone alloy wire. Yeah, we actually don't have that. So for that, I know I need some redstone, so we'll get some redstone. And then I believe it was copper. Right, so we'll grab some copper dust. I'm just going to grab this for now, and what I'm going to do instead of the other way, I'm going to run it over here to this guy and throw that in there like that, because that will skip the step of making the alloy, and it'll straight just make that. And then we can just take the one we need over here, turn it into a plate, come over here, turn it into a wire. And then we need a book as well. So a book is actually pretty simple to make. That is just going to be 3 paper and a leather. There we go. Perfect. And that gives us the book. Now if I press U on this, and we kind of just go through here just a little bit. There we go. Terminal. Go boom. Perfect. Now I could shift right click with any multi-block thing to make it. Okay. So now we need a lot of treated wood, though, I believe, because I don't think we can make a lot of treated scaffolding. So let's go like this and type in treat. Because we needed a lot of those things, right? So if we press U on this, we need 53 of the casings and 28 of the thing. So a casing is going to use a frame. So that means, actually, wait, we need 53, so 54 divided by 2, because that's going to be the actual amount we need right there, right? So 54 divided by 2 is going to be 27. So we need 27 to get these. Okay. And then we need, after that, we needed 28. We need 27 plus 28, which is going to be 55. Right? Okay, so we need 55 of these, which is going to be, yeah, a lot of sticks. Okay, I don't know where my phone went for my calculator. Wow. Oh well. So if I wanted to make 54 of these, I'm going to need sticks. Sticks are going to be this. So if I go like this, and we do that, and we do this, And go like that. Boom, I got 8. So we're definitely going to need more sticks. So, is there an easy way I could do this? I don't think there really is right now without me setting up some stuff. I mean, I might be able, let's see, if I pressed U on this, right, we get it from this. Treated wood planks, we get it from that. We get the chemical bath or the automated crafter. Or we could take the creosote out and put it on that. That'll work, actually. Okay, so we need our fluid pipe. If we have any more, I don't think we have any more. So if I go up here, click on this, we are missing probably bronze plates. And bronze we get from bronze dust, which is going to be copper dust and tin dust. So if we go back in here and type in tin, we could take our tin dust, because as you can see, we only have 3 of those, but we could bring that over here, throw it in with some of that copper dust real quick. And then with this redstone alloy, we could just bring it over here and let that smash. I thought this would go a little bit quicker, but I guess it is making 3, right? Or 4 it looks like. So we'll get that. We can put that there. And man, I think we're going to need at least 1 more. And with those, we could probably make this. So if I click this, right, we got that. Okay, then we need tiny copper. So we'll go like this. There we go. Now if I click that, there we go. Fluid pipe. Okay, so that gives us that. We now actually want to go over here real quick and type in at create. Scroll down, I believe, twice. See this, where we need to make another copper casing. So we need a copper ingot. Right, so grab a copper ingot and a stripped log. So I already have some stripped logs, so we'll go like that, put that there, put that there, pick it up, there we go, then we can click here and do that. Okay, there we go. Now we also need to make a depot, which is back 1 page. We go like that, and there we go. Okay, and now what I can do is I can come over here. Put that there, put that there, put that there. We could put this here and here. Put this right here. Put that right there. Take this from there, which will then take the creosote and put it there. We could then come over here and grab a stack of planks to bring over and put right there. And that will make a bunch of treated wood planks for us at the cost of, I'm hoping, cheaper. I'm hoping it's cheaper. I don't know for sure if it is or not, but I'm hoping it is cheaper. It's definitely not as fast as we could do if we took it out in buckets and did it ourselves. But it is now going. So with that, we'll go ahead and eat as well. Get our food and stuff up all the way. Perfect. So we have that going. It's getting close to being done, so we'll just come back over here for now real quick. I'll throw this in there. This. Probably don't need this stuff on me. Like so. There we go. We'll just throw that in there too, for why not. Okay. If we look at this, we still have, what? Quite a bit. Okay. And we could get more, right, by taking, I think it was a stack of logs, and throwing them in there. Perfect. There we go. Okay. And then what we can do is come here, go like that. Make all of these into sticks that we then press R on this. Click on this, go like that. We had enough to make 40, so we still technically don't have enough. We still need more. So let's take out another 64 of these and let those go like that for now. Okay. Then we're going to go here real quick and type in LV. We want an output hatch. Or that was an output bus, right? No, that's house. That's fluid output, which I don't think we need. I think we needed an output bus and an input hatch, right? Because if we go here and we press U on this, we need an input bus and an output bus, according to this. Yeah, we would need an input bus too, right? Because we want to know what we're putting in. We should need an output hatch. And I don't know for sure if we're going to need an input hatch or not. I don't know if we'll actually need to put water in there or if it'll just automatically do it or not. But okay, so that is empty and that is empty. So that was all we got was 46. Okay, so we're going to go back over here though. And type in treated again, because I just want to double check and see what it was we needed for this, because we need treated wood planks as well. Oh wow, we're gonna need brass screws. Oh, that's annoying. Were we making brass or bronze? I think we were making bronze back here, weren't we? Yeah, it's bronze. So let's go ahead, go like that, and go like that. I'm gonna step up here and disconnect that real quick so that can build up some pressure. But once that builds up pressure, it can go into here. But we're gonna need brass, which is copper and zinc. So if we go here and type in zinc, which we don't really have a lot of zinc dust, but I guess we could just click here, click. Okay, I guess you can't click in the terminal to click on it. We'll go here. And we'll just go like that. Pull that out. There we go. Take that, put that up there. We don't actually have a lot of copper left, but I'm going to go like that, turn the rest of it into that. Then I'm also going to go ahead and run over here. We're going to go like this, take 2 stacks of copper out of here. Run over here. And start washing some copper. There we go. Okay, but that'll let us do that. We could then throw our bronze in here. And we do have some brass, just not a lot. We had, what, 39, so that would let us make 39 screws. Right? So if we went like this, and then we found our file, which apparently we had some iron files still in there. We go boom with brass rods. Okay, so then we get diamond saw, boom with brass bolts. And then we go like this and put that here. Like that gives us 39 of those. Okay. So if we click on this, though, we need 56, but we are going to need some of these, which... Huh. That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. I was figuring I could just straight up turn planks into planks, but apparently we cannot turn that into that. We need treated wood pulp, which looks like we would need to make a Mansonator thing to do that. Oh my goodness, that's Very, very annoying, I must say. Oh, gosh. Well, is there... So, I mean, we could probably just do the low pressure one. We need some pistons for that, which means we need some more redstone. So let's get some more redstone, I guess. Take out our dust. Run over here to up here. And just go like this to get some more dust. Or redstone. There we go. Go like that. That gave us some redstone. Perfect. We come over here, click on that. We are going to now need some pistons. Right, so go like that. Piston. 1, 2. And if we press U on that, we needed them for this here, which means we need this bronze casing, which we could get from that. Which means we now can... Because I don't remember the name of this stupid thing. I'm going to come down here and find our pistons if we can. Or I can just find this bronze machine casing. This here. So we need more. I'm assuming we're going to need more of this. Which means we need more bronze things there. Yeah, this is annoying. So MAC. Right? ER. Okay, so there we go. We click on this. I hover over that. We go like that. And we hover over this. It says we have enough, but when we click on it, we don't. So it's got to be these because we have enough diamonds. I'm pretty sure. We only have 1 diamond. Okay, never mind. We don't have enough diamonds. So let's get some diamonds. Hopefully, let's get some diamonds. We're going to take out some sand. Run up here. And go like this. And I'm pretty sure I saw some diamonds there. But yeah, we'll do that to get some diamonds. There we go. 10 diamonds. Perfect. But now if I come over here and we go over to this and we click on this, we're still missing something, which would definitely be these. So if we go down to 4, we definitely don't have 4 of them. We only have 2, so we need some more bronze, whatchamacallit. So we need to find our bronze, wherever we put that extra bronze. There we go. And smash it. I mean, that's all we need smash right there right now. So we're just going to go like that and go boom. Perfect. Then come over here. Click on this. Click on this. Click on that. Throw this and this up there. And of course, yeah, there we go. 1, 2. Which will now let us get the low pressure thing here. Okay. So with that, we should be able to get our pulp. Kind of sucks. So I'll come over here. What I think I'm going to do as well. I think I'm going to go ahead and put this right here. Right? It can vent out the top. It'll go into there. This here, though, does not give quite enough steam by itself to really power a bunch. So come over here. We go up to this, right? And we click on here. We then click here. We're going to need... We don't have a hammer anymore? There's no way. We have a hammer right here. Actually, no, it's probably just the bronze, the whatever. The plates. Let's just go ahead and make the rest of the plates. We'll go like that. Yep, just make a bunch more plates. I also went ahead and made another one of these storage upgrades here so that can keep going and quit getting bugged. I found out you could actually right-click on this thing with the wrench, and it fully extends it, so that way if something doesn't actually get cooked, it'll sit here for a second and get cooked. Just so you know, there's that as well. Okay, so we click on here. We'll go back up to this, and we'll click on this, and we'll go like this, and go 1, 2. So we go back up here, click on this, and go like this. Find our hammer. Go like that. Boom, there we go. To make a second low pressure steam boiler that we could then bring around here and put right there, which it'll heat up, but then we can grab that so that it can get water in it as well as start heating up. And now we'll have 2 of them. This thing here, that's okay. Actually, yeah, that one has the steam coming out that side. This one right now has the steam coming out that side. We would need to flip it to there. Yeah, because I don't think we could put it on top as well. Who knows? But we put it there. We just now need another small bronze fluid pipe. So we'll go run and make one of those. So if we come in here, click on this small bronze fluid pipe. There we go. We could bring it over. Put it down right there. Connect this there. We are going to go ahead and connect that there. But we'll connect all of those like so. And yeah, that'll make the last little bit of bronze it needed to make from that steam. There we go. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and smash that. And yeah. But then we'll let this one here definitely needs to get heated up. It's going to take quite a while. But then that can start getting some stuff in it as well, right? So we got that. So again, so this treated wood, right? So we're going to look in here. So I needed 53 of these, right? Of that. So if we go back in here, treated. So we need 53 of those, which means we're going to need 53 of these. And to get these, we would need a compressor as well, which we could worry about with that. So we're going to need 53 minimum of the treated planks, which kind of sucks. I kind of wish I would have built that the other way around. That's getting that in it, so let's go ahead and do that. So we can get some more. Okay, so that gives us 54. Okay, so that's what we need just for that. We are going to need more still as well, but if I now come over here and we take this and we throw that in there, that'll start using up steam to turn that into those. Okay, perfect. Okay. But now we're still going to need more treated wood frames, right? If I actually grab this, right? So if we grab this, and this thing here, again, it's a mechanical thing. It needs energy and stuff like that. So if we bring it over to here, we press U on this real quick, it's going to be surrounded by a 9x9. So if we went like this, right, and we go here, and we put this first one here, and then go 1, 2, 3, put that one there, 1, 2, 3, put that one there, 1, 2, 3, put that one there. And then it went up 2. And then we press U on this, right? It goes up 2, so it's at 3. High off the ground, right? Right, it's just 3 high off the ground, not 4 off the ground, right? Yeah, okay. Wait, actually, that looked like that was 4 off the ground. So, yep, it's 4 off the ground. Okay. That kind of sucks. So if we go here, 1, 2, 3, and then we put that one there, and that one there. I'm pretty sure that's where this thing goes. Right? Yeah, okay. So then if we go like this, and we just grab some regular oak planks real quick and just back up to here just to make sure it doesn't sit down facing some other angle that we don't want it to. And we break this and this. And we break this stuff here. Just so we have it in our inventory, right? Like so. There we go. Boom. But now if I actually held this, right? If I shift right click on that, it'll build everything we actually have on us. Okay, perfect. That actually works out wonderfully. Other than those now are facing the wrong direction. Oh, I could just climb up that? Okay, didn't know that. I mean, it makes sense that I could climb up it, but didn't know I could. But yeah, thinking I want to put the hatches on the side instead of the back. So we're going to go like this and this and this and this. And we'll put the import bus. No, never mind. We want the... Actually, no, I could put the import bus there. The input hatch, I don't think we actually need. The output bus there. And the low voltage energy hatch right there. And then that will let us do that. Okay, perfect. So that gave us all of those. So now we just need to turn these 12, which actually definitely needs more. We need to come actually grab this, put that there. Let's go over here and see where this thing is at. It has done 23 of them. We are going to still need more brass, right? Probably, I think. Because it is 4 per 2. And we need 54. So we're going to need 100 screws, right? So if I say brass, right now, as you can see, we got 39 screws. So we just need a lot more brass, which sadly we can only make that much. So copper, which we don't really have any copper as well because of stuff. And yeah, okay. Let's go see where our copper washing is at real quick. It should be decently done, I think, right? So we got some copper there. And some tin. I don't think we need the nickel. I think it was like zinc or something we needed. Okay, I don't have any food on me for running. But we'll go like this. Just do that right here. So if I type in zinc, right? And we go like this and we press out of there and then press U on this to get the zinc dust. So if we go like that, there we go. That'll let us make 40 of it. Okay, that's not bad. Then we could press on here. We could click that. Go this and this and this up there. And just do that. And this is just going to be because I'm too... Oh, wait. Let's grab some food out. And make some food. Or eat some food so we could run. Okay, and then we can come over here, throw that on there, and throw that on there. So that makes some brass. Because that's going to take too long to do that way. Okay. That's still going there. So we're good for a while on it. We are definitely still going to need more treated wood. So let's go ahead, come over here, grab out that, and place all of it down. And then, since we now are just waiting for a bunch of stuff, we will come back in a minute once we get it all. Okay, so after a very long, very, very long time, it was almost 20 minutes, it looks like, I finally got it built. Of course, I did look at what it actually makes, and it was not as much as, not exactly what I thought it was. I think one of the things I actually needed was something that one of the things you get from this stuff later. But this thing, turning them in the pulp stuff into actual planks took forever. Like, it was like 3 or 4 times slower than the other thing. But either way, we now have this here. I could come over here, right, and grab out all of our sand. Of course, I do believe I have that set up the wrong way up here. I'm going to have to check that real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go up here. That is the import bus, and that is the output bus. So we definitely have that set up wrong. So let's go ahead, take that off of there. And there we go. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So that's on there. Because we want it coming out of this. Let's go ahead and dig down real quick. And coming out of that. So we want to be able to put our sand and stuff into this barrel. So if I go like this now, we can put our sand in there. Come over to here. And let's go like this. Press U on this. Click on this. I'm guessing it still needs a string mesh put inside of it. So let's actually just go grab a mesh. We have a fair amount of them because, yeah. Okay. Then I should be able to actually come to this, click on this, click on that. The mesh won't actually be consumed, but it'll then mesh it all. Oh, right? Isn't that what it needs? So come here, go to this. That's doing that. I don't think this does anything. So if we click on here, it says it'll do low voltage. So we're missing something still with this. So let's press U on this again. We'll click on this mechanical sieve or sieve. Has whatchamacallit and whatchamacallit. Okay, so we do have power in it. The building is formed. It does have sand in it. It does have the string mesh in it. If we go to the output, it doesn't actually let us put anything in there. So we'll go like that. You know what? Let's just go ahead. Oh, come on. And just put 1 in there. And then if we go like that, it's still idle. Why is it idle? Okay, Input. Distinct buses, yes, no. I guess don't know what that does. It doesn't look like there's any program card from what I see. There might have been. Let's find out. If we press U, we click on this. No, this just shows having sand and string mesh in there with the low voltage. Click to increase the OC. Okay. Yeah, okay, so that doesn't actually do anything for what it actually says, but why is it not working? We have power. We have mesh and stuff in there. Do I need to just put on a program circuit of 0? No. 6. No. Okay. So I'm not entirely sure how this thing works then. Because, yeah. Yeah, it's wonderful. This feels like just an extreme waste of time right now then, right? Because, yeah, none of it works. None of it works. You know what? Let's throw some gravel in there then. Of course, actually, I mean, it showed it using like a whole stack of it, right? We go here, press U, we click on this 64 crushed blackstone or 64 sand over 40 seconds with a total of 24,000 EU. Of course, it's only got 1,000 in it. And that doesn't have any in it. I am curious though, if I go like this and we bring that out, right? And we put this onto there. If I grab this and do that, will that now take power out of there as well? I don't know. But we look at it, like it's not full on EU for some reason. Unless it's something that these cables have that I need bigger cables. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it actually says in here either. Can only have one energy hash. No mesh. Or no. Mesh and chance do not impact performance. The peaks Sieve now evolve to consume power and yield much stronger results. But why does it not work? Somewhat primitive machine that can see relying on some power to pump out massive amount of resources without effort. Can only have one hatch. So yeah, it doesn't actually seem like it says why it's not working. Maybe I just need more power. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out later, I think. For now, I guess we'll go ahead and figure out the copper nickel block, which is made in the assembler with bronze foil and copper nickel wire. Copper nickel wire is made from copper and nickel, I'm pretty sure. So if we go grab our nickel, right, we grab some copper dust, some nickel dust from here, and run all the way over to our thing here, and throw both those in there. That'll start making some copper nickel. We could also go ahead while we're here, grab some more steel. And yeah, I think I might make some high voltage ones of these. to kind of do some stuff. But there we go. That's some copper nickel. Now if I go over here and we click on this and we press U on this. Actually, yeah, press U on this. I'm assuming it can't be crushed or smashed by the one thing. Yeah, sadly. Okay, and in order to make the copper nickel block again, we needed, what, bronze foil, which we needed bronze plates for. So bronze, which we have one bronze plate, so we're gonna need some more bronze. We're gonna need some more of that. Okay. Okay, so bronze dust will go like that. Yeah, apparently that's all I have there. Let's go ahead, run all the way over here, and grab our copper dust. Let's go ahead, take out that crushed copper. Run back over here. There we go. Then we can click on bronze. Throw that up in there. Make some bronze dust that we could bring over here. And throw on there in front of there before it gets too far. Run back over here. Grab that. Throw it in there. And yeah, so like 2 of these aren't even enough to keep up with all of this machines. Okay. But I'm gonna take that out like that. We'll take this out like that. There we go. Okay, okay. So we'll come back over here. Actually, no, we needed the bronze. We need the bronze, so we'll come over here and we'll grab our bronze. Put the couple of charcoal we picked up in there. There we go. So, we actually don't. We want to smash our bronze too, right? Because we wanted that to be whatchamacallit. So if I go like this now, there we go. We have that. Can I now take this and put that on there? No, I can't. Okay, didn't think so. But we can then come over here, press U on this, and go to here to click that, to click this, to go boom. It gives us 10. We needed 8, and then we need 8 copper nickel wires, which are 2 of these. So if we go like that, and then we go like this, that'll give us 6 of these, which really only gives us, what, 3 of these. So yeah, so the rest of the copper nickel is definitely going to need, I didn't want to put the copper nickel in there. Copper nickel, there we go. Be for sure. Okay, so those are almost finished. We actually, yeah, want to go ahead, take this and this out, so it doesn't try to make any more. There we go. Okay, but yeah, so we don't have any steam in either of those, but we could go ahead for now, I guess, throw that in there. That'll use up the steam that it has. But I am curious if there is like a low pressure. Let's go like a slow pressure. Like, I wonder if there's like a low pressure tank. Extractor, forge, furnace, melter, crusher, steam miner. I don't know. I don't think so. Okay. Okay, so I don't think we have exactly what we need there, but let's go ahead. We'll go like this. I'm just gonna let that run. Okay, then we can come over here, press U on this to get this. Throw all of that in there. Go boom. And then take this. Go boom, that gives us 10. Okay, perfect. I think we only needed 8. We should be able to now come over to the assembler. Right, this here. And if we press U on this, no, we'll just press U on this. This also needs liquid tin. That's going to be much, much harder to get. Much, much harder to get. But what we could do is essentially just throw the bronze and that in there. But we need now liquid tin. Which means I think we would need to make a scrapper thingy, my doodad. One of these. Which means that. Which means we're going to have to make some more bronze. Oh my goodness, this is becoming to be a whole lot more than just simple goes. Although, I'm going to be honest, I don't think it's nearly as hard as that modern industrialization or whatever it was from All the Mods 10. But it's still rough. Okay, so we'll go here. We will click on this. We'll click on this, right? No, not that. We want the extractor, right? Extracting, so yeah. Yeah, we want the extractor. Okay. So click on this. We'll hover over this. We need to make ourselves another piston, so we could do that. We then need 6 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we need one of these. And then we need our hammer back in there because, yeah, there we go. And that'll let us make the low pressure stream, or whatever. You know what I'm saying. Steam extractor, which we could then bring over here. Put on right there. Which will let that go up in there, where we could then put tin stuff in there. So if we went and grabbed like some tin, right? We should have some. I thought we would have some higher up. I don't see it. We might have turned all of it into stuff, but there we go. So there's some tin plates. Those will work. So we'll come over here. And if we throw a tin plate in there, right? No? So maybe not a tin plate. Oh wait, we needed tin alloy, didn't we? Yeah, so that needs to be made in like a smelter with iron and tin somehow. Or put into a liquid tin. Which is the thing I don't understand, because like this alloy blast smelter doesn't come until much, much later. So I have to figure that out real quick. How we get tin alloy. So tin alloy. Okay, so we have tin alloy dust, which if we click on that, we go to the Mensonator, we get tin alloy mixer with iron and tin. Right. Iron, dust, tin, so we would need a mixer for that. Well, a mixer, what do we need for, there's a bunch of stuff we need for a mixer. Let's go ahead and here then and see if we have what we need to make a mixer. If we go here, we need all of this stuff. So we're gonna need a tin router, another electric motor, and that. So if we click here, go to this, we go to tin ring. go like this. Okay, so we're just gonna make a couple of these go like that. Put that there. Let's do this. Scroll down to our hammer again. I'm gonna go ahead and just make a couple of those so that I can then come back up to here, click on this, click on this, click on this, to then click on that. There we go. That'll let us make our tin rotor. There we go. So we can put that up there. We need another one of these, so we'll grab that and put that up there. And then we need another one of these, which is one of these. There we go. That will let us make that, which will then, I'm going to assume it's these circuits. So if we go in here and type in LV, nope, we have 4 circuits. So is it the glass then? GLA. We have 2 glass and we need 4 glass. Okay, so can I make some more glass dust? I need some more flint dust, which means I either need a mortar or flint. I'm pretty sure we have flint in here. FLI. Nope, I do not have any flint in there. So let's go grab some flint real quick. Come up here, jump, jump, jump. Run over here. Not in there. Not, where was the flint at? I know we were getting flint from something. Oh my goodness, how have I forgotten where we're getting flint? Is it in here? No, it's not. Okay, so we have flint somewhere. I know we do. Not in here. I hear llamas. See you later. There's no flint in there. Or there. I could have swore it was in. Where was the flint? Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, this chest right here. This chest right here has flint. There we go. There we go. There's our flint. So let's go ahead and throw that up there, like so. And then we go here, click on this, and get some flint dust. To click on this, and we are going to need some more quartz sand, so we'll go like that. There we go. That's all we had for sand in here, apparently. That's all we have for sand in general. Actually, no, never mind. We have a bunch of sand over here that's not doing anything because I don't know why. So we'll just take out 32 of that real quick. Run over here, go like that. There we go. Boom. Throw that up there. There we go. At 16, that'll give us 16 more glass. So we'll go ahead and cook it all up. And start getting our glass. There we go. Glass, glass, glass. Perfect. Then come over here. We can now click on this and make ourselves a mixer, which was a quest back here. There we go, which we needed to in order to do the void extractor controller, but it's more of because we need it for that. So now if we come over here, I'm assuming this needs power. Yes, it does. So now we could probably just come over here, go like this, click on there, put it there. That'll give it power. We could then get some iron dust. Oh yeah, I forgot those llamas technically are attached to somebody. We just can't see them. We don't have any iron dust in here or tin dust in here. Okay, so let's hope we have some iron. Well, I mean, we could always make some. It's not that hard to make. Okay, so we go here, type in dust. Let's see, tin dust. I don't actually see any iron dust at all, so go back here. Type in iron. Actually, we'll probably just go here, click on this, and find the iron, and we'll click on that. And then we'll just do that. Okay, there we go. So we have tin, throw the nickel in there. There we go. Okay, so now we bring it over here. And we click on this, and we say iron, tin. And that was done on mix number 1. So we then click here, click that. That'll make a lot of noise and give us some tin alloy dust that we could then use to make tin ingots. And then with the tin ingots, we go there. So that's actually, let's just go ahead. We need to cook that up. Our furnaces are over there. So we'll go over here real quick, throw this up there like so. Okay, then we will take that. We'll just throw that off the map because, yeah. Okay, now if I press U on this, we take this to the extruder. Nope. Forge hammer. Nope. Lathe. Metal molding. No. I was hoping we could just turn it into the liquid tin alloy. Like, the only way I could see us making it is with this thing here, but we can't even get to this thing until we actually make this thing. Scrap remill. Okay, so actually, no, it does show it in here. So let's go like that. We'll just go ahead. Once we get all 6 of these. It's because of that thing, it shows like a completely different thing. So I'm assuming the vent on that is venting out the back. Yep, okay, there we go. So now if I took this and we threw that in there, it's not going to do anything. Okay. Because, yeah, if I go like this, we go like that, we actually don't have the... Well, we do have a scrap remelting. Low pressure steam extruder. So why did it not do anything here? Okay, so let's go like that. We'll go like that. This is gonna take a while to find this tin. That's liquid glass from quartzite dust. I don't see it. Don't see it. Still don't see it. Yeah, so if I don't find it in here, then it means so I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna get it. Well, I guess that's gonna be it then, because I don't know how I'm gonna get that. That's gonna be a while for me to try to figure out how to do. So we will come back next time once I have it figured out, and we will get some more stuff done. Until then, please enjoy your day, night, doing whatever you're doing, wherever you're at. As always, force your friends to watch. We will come back, like I said, next time after I do some stuff to get that figured out, and maybe even get this figured out, and yeah. But it'd be nice to get this figured out, because then I could get stuff going and automating it. And if we get stuff going and automating it and everything, also with like this thing here as well, would be quite useful. So until then, we will see you next time. Peace out. See you later.